going on. So I'm actually on my way right now to go to Quest and get my blood work done. I have to get some blood work done before I have surgery next Friday. I have to also get my INR done to check my blood level for my blood thinners that I'm on. And then I also have to go to Walgreens after, and I have to go get my Lofinox injections. Anytime I go and do a procedure, doesn't matter how small it is, I usually have to do Lofinox injections because the warfarin that I'm on is too dangerous to do any procedures on because it's hard to regulate it. So that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna go get my blood work done, and then I'll come back on here and talk to you guys. And if y'all want to see like how I do my Lofinox injections or any of that, I'd be glad to post a video of that. But sorry, I've been gone for a little while. We've been a little busy with everything. Skyla is a handful now. She's crawling around the house and constantly wanting to do things. So I've been a really, really busy mama. But yeah, so I'm going to try and start making content on my procedure. I'll let you guys know what it is. It's not like a big surgery or anything. So it's nothing to like worry about. It's just a small procedure. But I have to go under anesthesia for it because of my heart problems. Most people wouldn't go under anesthesia for this. They would just do it in the office. But unfortunately, since I am complicated and my body doesn't like to work the way it should, we're just doing it for safety precautions. We're doing it under general anesthesia, and it'll be a couple hours away, so it's going to be a little bit of a long trip for us. We're going to have Skyla with us, and I should be sent home the same day, but we're not sure. It just depends on bleeding issues or if there's any other issues that they have. But yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated on that, and let's go get my blood work done. Skyla, say mama, mama. Mama. Say mama. What about dada? Say dada. Dada. Yeah! Oh yeah! Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Ah! Ah! Mama! Mama! Dada? Say dada. Well, that was fun. I went into Quest to get my blood work done, and they said that they only had my one order for my INR, which they always have that in there. They always keep them on file. That way I can get my blood work done whenever I need to. But they didn't get my blood work or my script for me to get my blood work done for my surgery. So, which is like a CBC and like all that, like normal stuff, just to make sure that like my kidneys are good and everything. So my appointment was at 1:40, and I got there at 1:40, and they close at 3:30, or not 3:30, 2:30 supposedly. And I got my blood work done, and I was out of there by 2. And then the lady was like, if you can call your doctor's office and have them refax it, then I can get you back in to do the blood work, and hopefully we can get it done today. Okay, so I called the doctors in the office while I was waiting there, and they faxed it over, and then there was no way for me to get a hold of the lady again, because once you walk out of the office and you're in the waiting room, there's no way to like talk to them. They have it like all covered up or whatever. You have to like just go through the tablet, the check-in tablet. So I just made it look like I was doing a walk-in, and just to get her to come back up to the front again, and it was a different lady, so I had to explain my whole situation to her. And then she goes, well, we don't take walk-ins. Like, okay, well, why do you have the option to do a walk-in? And it says it clearly on your windows and on the tablet and online that you can do a walk-in. Second of all, then she goes, oh, and we're closing in 10 minutes. And I was like, it's It's 2:10. It was 2:10. They still had 20 minutes till they closed. And if they got the fax, they would have had the blood work done by that time. But she said, no, please come back tomorrow. Please come back tomorrow. I'm like, okay, well, I just drove 45 minutes with my 9-month-old that is cranky as hell. She has had a long day. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm just so irritated. So now I have to go back tomorrow and get it done, which is a whole day again. It literally, I've been out since 12 o'clock and it's already 3:30. So it's crazy, but I got my Lovenox, so that's good. I got my Lovenox injections. So now tomorrow I just have to go and get my blood work done, hopefully. I'm just so irritated. I'm kind of embarrassed to go back there because I know the lady and I ended up being a little rude with her, but she was being annoying. Like, she literally told me to go out in the waiting room and try and get a hold of the doctors. And then she goes, oh, well, you should have just gotten the paper prescription. I said, my doctors are 3 hours away. How am I supposed to do that? They have to fax it. And, so yeah, I'm just so irritated right now. And, I feel bad because the lady is really nice usually, but it's just like, I'm so irritated. The 45-minute drive there and 45-minute drive back is already a lot for Skyla to be in the car seat. And then I had to stop by Walgreens, get my medicines and all that. So that took a lot of time. And it's a lot. It makes the day so much longer when you live in the country. We literally live like in the middle of nowhere. So, and you can hear Skyla crying right now. She's hungry. She's due to eat, but I wasn't gonna stop and feed her when I'm like 5 minutes away from the house. Oh, yeah. I'm really hoping that tomorrow goes better. And I'm gonna try and call them, I guess, tomorrow before I go in and get it done. But yeah, so that's how my day went. And I'm waiting for my INR results to see if I need to start my Lovenox now or what I need to do for that. Oh, and then I'm on antibiotics right now. Skyla! I'm on antibiotics right now. She's not gonna let me talk. Alright, I'll come back in a second. Hold on. Okay, yeah, so, and then on top of that, I have a UTI, and that just started yesterday. I've been super nauseous, wanting to throw up. My kidney is hurting, and so I had to go to the doctor for that yesterday, because I was supposed to actually get my blood work done yesterday, but then the UTI happened, and I ended up having to go into the doctor's yesterday in a rush, because my UTIs, like, they progress really fast and end up going to my kidney, or kidneys, I should say. So I had to go get that done. That was my priority then. And then obviously I couldn't get the blood work done today. So it's just like, it keeps getting pushed off. And they need the results before next Friday so I can get this surgery done. So it's like, and I have to be on Lovenox injections, which is a whole thing because I have to bridge from my warfarin to Lovenox. So, and they have to start that, like a week before my surgery, which is like Sunday, probably I'll be starting it. So if they don't get the results from my blood work, then I'm gonna be on Lovenox even longer than I even needed to be on it. And it's just a big thing. Like, everything with me is just always a big thing, and it's just so annoying. Like, nothing ever goes right. But I got God on my side, and I've been praying, and I know that He's going to make it work out however it's supposed to. So I'm just going to pray, keep praying, and go to church Sunday, and just hope that everything works out fine. Hopefully I'll get the blood work done tomorrow, and hopefully the results will show up for the doctor in time for my surgery on Friday. If not, they're going to have to postpone the surgery again, which was already postponed because I was supposed to actually have it tomorrow, and we had to push it back till next Friday. So this is why I haven't been making videos lately. My life is a fiasco. But yeah, we've been loving every minute with Skyla, and she makes all of these crazy days worth it. I love being a mom. Josh loves being a father to her, and yeah, I can't complain. We are doing really well right now, mentally and physically. Money-wise, not so much, but it's okay. We'll be all right. Life can be rough sometimes, but if it was perfect, it would be boring. And I always say, you can't have a rainbow without a little bit of rain. So, all right, y'all, I'll keep you guys updated on everything. And once I start my Lovenox injections and stuff, I'll probably make videos on that. And if you have any questions or you want any details about my surgery and what's going on, I will fill you guys in on that. Comment below if you want to know what the surgery is or whatever. Sorry, there's a cat running across the road. But yeah, so that's it for now. I'll keep you all updated. Peace. Alright, I'm just going to add on to the last vlog. Since I didn't post it yesterday, I got home really late. And the fiasco is carried on to the next day. So I don't even remember what I told you guys yesterday. I know that I told you guys I was going to Quest to get my blood work and I couldn't do it. Well, I'm on my way there now, and we're going to see if they have the script for my blood work. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to freak the heck out because it's been a long last couple days. So I don't remember everything that I said, but I went to the doctor the other day because I have a UTI / like possible kidney infection starting again. I always get them after my hysterectomy. I've gotten them frequently. So I have that again. I have like blood in my urine and stuff, and I went to the doctor 2 days ago, and they got me a script for an antibiotic called Bactrim, which I've never taken before, I don't believe, but it is not the best option for me to take with my heart problems. But she wanted to put me on something that would be able to get rid of the kidney infection if there is one, and the UTI, and this was like the best option from her knowledge. But it interferes with my blood thinners, and it also interferes with your heart rate and potassium in the heart. So it's really like not the smartest idea, especially since I have heart failure. So I took it, I skipped it yesterday because I started having symptoms. So the first dose that I took was that evening when I got home from the doctor's. And I took the dose, and I was awake all night, which I guess like that's a normal symptom because it can make your heart rate go a little faster and it can cause insomnia. But so it kept me up at night, which is not normal because my defibrillator pacer is set lower at night so that I can sleep, because my heart rate naturally is really high. So I usually have trouble sleeping in general without the pacemaker being set to that. But the Bactrim caused my heart rate to go a little higher anyways the other night. And then I took the next dose in the morning, and I was having a lot of heart like palpitations and rhythm issues. So after that, it scared me because I've had AFib before and I've gotten shocked by my defibrillator. So it scared me, and I do not feel comfortable taking it. So I called the doctors yesterday, and I told them like I don't feel comfortable taking it. It isn't really like causing huge issues, but it's enough to where it's scaring me and I don't feel comfortable doing it. Which I'm usually like, whatever, I'll be fine. So the fact that I'm scared about it and I don't want to take it, I just want to follow how I feel, because I've been dealing with these heart problems since I was born. And if I feel uncomfortable with something, then I'm not going to do it. So I called them and told them that. And of course my doctor is not working today. She's off today until Monday. So the doctor's office is not allowing me. So the doctor I originally seen said that she could just call in Cipro for me if this one doesn't work. Or if I have complications. So I called expecting to just get them to send in a new antibiotic to Walgreens for me. And since she's not there, the doctor that is there doesn't feel comfortable prescribing me Cipro over the phone and wants to check my heart rate in person. I told her, I said, I have a defibrillator, I have a pacemaker, I'm fine. Anything big happens, they always notify me and they're watching it. It's not like, whatever. I have a mechanical heart valve, so I can also hear when my heart is acting up or not, and it's not. And they still didn't feel comfortable doing it. They wanted me to go in, and I'm not making the hour and 20-minute drive out there. I also am on my way to Quest that is already an hour away from my home. So the appointment for my Quest appointment is at 1 o'clock, which is an hour away from my home. The opposite way of where the doctor's office would be. And then the doctor's office would be 2 hours away from where I'm at. So there's no way, and they wanted me to be there at 3. There's no freaking way. So, especially with Skyla, and I'm going to have to stop and feed her and whatever, all kinds of stuff. I told them, why can't I just do a virtual appointment? They said, no, they want to actually have me go in and check my heart rate. I'm like, I can listen to my heart rate on my own and tell you it's fine. Anyways, so I told them, I said, no, I'm not doing all that. That's ridiculous. Just for me to switch to Cipro. I've been on Cipro before. It's a lot safer for my heart. I don't understand why they will not switch me to Cipro instead of the Bactrim. And I told them, fine, then I guess the only option is for me to just keep taking the Bactrim and just hope and pray that my heart doesn't have complications. And the nurse said, okay, we'll put the note in the system, and I guess that's what you're going to have to do. So that's what I'm doing. And if something happens with my heart, I guess we're going to sue them. I don't know. Y'all, I'm literally like so frustrated right now. I don't know. Every time there's something wrong with me, this doctor's office, either, like, there's always complications. I've had a UTI before, and it was turned into a really bad kidney infection. And the doctor that was originally there, he's not there anymore, and I'm sure for a good reason. He didn't believe me. So then it was like a Friday that I called him and telling him I need to get this figured out before the weekend. I am miserable. I was having chills, sweats. Like, I could not move. Josh had to literally carry me. And, like, I didn't feel comfortable staying at home by myself, so I literally had Josh bring me to work with him, and I literally laid in the truck the whole time that day. That was, like, 3 years ago. But I was so sick. The doctor did not believe me. And I ended up going to the ER the night that I spoke to the doctor, and he didn't believe me, and I had sepsis. I don't know what happened with him. I don't know if he got fired or just switched to a different doctor's office. If he did not leave, I was probably going to find a way to get him in trouble for that, because that was ridiculous. But it's an ongoing thing. People never believe me, and which is crazy because my medical history is wild, and, like, I'm used to having medical problems, so, like, I don't know. You'd think that they would believe me more, but obviously not. They just think that I'm being dramatic. But the thing is, when you're someone who has, like, been born with medical problems and has done this your whole life, you usually try not to get that attention anymore. Like, I'll do whatever it takes to not go to the doctor. I'll do whatever it takes to try and figure out how I can fix things on my own, especially with all my experience and stuff. And I try not to go to the doctor. So if I am telling the doctor that there's something wrong and I'm willing to go in and get checked and do these things, then there's definitely something wrong, and I'm not exaggerating. But I'm almost to Quest now to get my blood work done. And we're going to see how that goes. I'm just going to continue this vlog until we figure out what's going on. On my way to Quest, right before I started making this video, I prayed to God and I just said, please help me today. Guide me through today. Help it go smoothly and go the way it's supposed to go. And help me get these things done so that I can get this surgery done on Friday and just help my anger so I'm not so frustrated. And I said, just please guide me through it, and I'm going to try my best to not be so angry and irritated. And I'm going to do my best to just breathe through it and work my way through it. And right after I was done praying, like 10 seconds later, I was driving and there was a deer on the side of the road. And like, if you know me and Josh, we love animals. We love seeing deer. We always, like, as we're driving, we always look for deer and hogs and all the animals and things. So I seen that right after praying, and I know that that was God saying, listen, smile, smile, you got this. So that was really cool to see, because usually, like, during the day like this, you don't see the deer out by the road like that. So that was really cool. And I know that was just God saying, you got this, you got this. And just like showing me that he's going to guide me through it. So I'm about 5 minutes away from the doctor, or from Quest now. And let's see how this goes. I'll update you guys when I get out of here. Wish me luck. Pray for me. All right. Talk to you guys in a few. Yes, finally, I just got out of Quest and got my blood work done. That was interesting. So I went in there and it was a different lady. She's always really nice. I've seen her a couple times. And she was like, you were here yesterday, right? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, why didn't you get this done yesterday? And I was like, well, long story short, the lady who did my blood said that the order was not in the system and told me that they were closing soon and to come back today. So she told me, she was like, the order's been here since the 3rd. So that's fun. And she goes, she just didn't feel like doing it, obviously. Because, oh my God, someone almost just crashed into someone. That was wild. But yeah, so she said my order's been there since the 3rd, and it's what, the 7th today? So I could have gotten it all done yesterday and not had to make this 2-hour drive. Crazy. It's an hour to get there and an hour back to the house. All wasted. And I could have done it all yesterday with one stick and not having to be stuck twice. Not that I care. I'm so used to needles and having to get my blood work done and all that. But it's just the point. It's like I didn't have to make this whole trip. I literally have been feeling so sick from my UTI this morning, and I did not feel like leaving the house. And I could have actually gone to the doctor's today for my UTI and gotten a different antibiotic if I didn't have to do this. Whatever happened was meant to be, obviously. For some reason, I wasn't meant to drive all the way to the doctor's office today or whatever. I don't know. I prayed about it, and obviously it worked out for the blood work. Now I just got to pray that this antibiotic is okay for my heart, and I got to pray that this infection goes away before my surgery. Or else I'm going to have to postpone my surgery. And I'm starting my Lovenox on Monday. So once I start Lovenox on Monday, then I'm going to be on it until after my surgery. So if we have to postpone the surgery, then I'm going to have to be on Lovenox even longer. So I don't know. It's been real fun. My life is always interesting. Okay, so I am on my way home now. I'm going to go home and just relax. I don't feel good, so I'm probably just gonna like not do anything. So while I'm not doing anything, I think I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video and post it. Probably not gonna do much editing, so I'm sorry if the video is like rambling or whatever. Normally I'll like cut out the rambling, but I'm probably just gonna like wing it and post whatever. So sorry if it's a long video, but I'll keep you all updated on what's going on. And I'm gonna try and do a vlog on surgery day of me like heading up to where my surgery is going to be, to the hospital and everything, and like before surgery and all that. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I usually want to vlog that kind of stuff, but then in the moment, there's usually a lot of things going on and stuff, and I just don't grab the camera. It's not like my instinct to do. We'll see. But I might do a vlog that day. I want to. But whether or not it actually gets done, I don't know. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.